When we think of people breaking the law or keeping the law, we think about the Ten Commandments. But come here, let me borrow your mind. I need you to sit down, pull up a seat. Y'all sit there, Jesus, you sit there. Tell the people what your answer was when you were asked what was the first and great of all the commandments. Y'all remember the man came to Jesus tempting him. Good master, what must I do? What's the first and the greatest commandment? Jesus blows his mind. He does not go to Exodus chapter 20, but he goes to Leviticus 17 and 19, and he creates a hybrid commandment. He says the first great commandment is to love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your strength. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Y'all remember one guy came to Jesus thinking he had it all together because he kept the 10 commandments. I don't kill, I don't steal, I don't commit adultery, I honor my father and my mother, I don't do any of that stuff. Jesus said, you've done well, but there's one thing you lack. Sell all you have, give it to the poor, and follow me. Because the mindset of that day was that if you kept the 10, you were going to make it in. Jesus says that the most important ain't in the Decalogue. It ain't in the 10 Commandments. It's in the Levitical code that says if you gonna serve me, you gotta love me, and you can't love me without loving people. I'm gonna preach whether y'all want me to or not. And then he says, and I'm gonna close the lesson because y'all don't want to have church today. I'm gonna close the lesson. Jesus says this: on these 2 commandments hinge all the law and the prophets. In other words, if you love God right, you love people right, you ain't got to worry about breaking the other ones. I'm going to preach whether y'all want me to or not. And Jesus says, a new commandment I leave with you. Love ye one another. As I have loved you, love one another. For how can you love God who you've never seen and hate your brother that you have with you every day?